All right, so welcome to your safety and tools review. As you can see, you have your paper in front of you, and there's a couple things that we're going to do. I'm going to start by showing you a few slides from a PowerPoint. And what you need to do on slide 1, then 2, then 3, and 4 is it says list what went wrong on each slide, and then explain what should have happened to prevent the problem, if I can talk right. So, for example, slide 1 here, in this first box, you're going to say, this is what went wrong, and then tell me what should have happened so that it wouldn't go wrong. So, what safety would have made it a lot better. And these are interesting scenarios. So, let's take a look. We got 4 slides. All right, so starting with this one, let's see, get this right up there. All right, so this is an interesting slide. Oh, my face is in the way. All right, there we go. Jasmine's story. So she's a hospital dishwasher. She's got chemical dishwashing solution, and she got chemical burns in her eyes. So again, tell me what went wrong. I kind of already told you. But tell me what she could have done to make sure that didn't happen. You can pause the video and then come back. We'll take a look. All right, so of course, we have the injury of the burning in the eyes, and what could have she done? Well, she could have goggles on. I know it would look a little bit silly, but when you're dealing with chemicals, and right here I can see the symbol that they're toxic, they're dangerous. When you have that kind of issue, you do have to make sure that you have everything under control. And when you're dealing with hospital dishwasher, you're going to want to make sure that you do have a pretty kind of potent solution to wash the dishes, because there are a lot of germs you want to make sure don't get passed on. All right, so let's take a look. Here's number 2. So Will is working in a fast food area. There he is grilling burgers, it looks like, and he burned his hand. So go ahead and write down what went wrong and how he could have made it not happen. All right, so obviously the problem is that he burned his hand. So what are some things that he could have? He could have had a glove on, of course. There could have been a sign. Maybe he didn't usually work in that area, so he didn't know where the burners were. They could have had a sign just saying that it was hot, or a light saying that the burner was on. Lots of different things. Maybe he literally was trying to flip the hamburger with his hand, and he could have used a spatula instead, so that would have definitely prevented him from injury. Let's take a look at slide 3. There we go. Molly, she's working at the grocery store, and it looks like she's cut her finger on the meat slicer. So write what the problem was and what she could have done to not have it happen. All right, so obviously the problem is that she got cut. Maybe it could have been the fact that she didn't know how to work the actual meat slicer. So she probably should have had those directions. Maybe she wasn't paying attention to what she was doing, and that happened. Of course, if by chance she was following the directions and this was a pure accident, she does need to tell her supervisor and make sure that she gets it cleaned up properly so that it doesn't cause an even bigger problem. Again, this is safety. Things happen, but you also need to know how to respond to them if they do. Let's take a look at slide 4. Chris. He's a city public works employee, and he's excessive heat. He's got heat stroke. So what the problem is and what he could do to prevent it. So obviously the problem is he's overheated. So what could have he done? He could have taken more breaks, if that was allowed. He could have made sure that he brought water. He could have wet towels that he could actually draped around his neck. All right. When we're talking about safety, now I know this is safety in real world situations that I gave here. Real world, science, classroom, anywhere. Basically, you say, what's common sense do I need to do here? And if you're thinking about doing something and a little, red flag pops up and you say, whoa, this sounds stupid, then chances are it's not safe. or you're looking at something, you say, what in the world were they thinking? Chances are the problem was it was not safe. So that's what you really need to focus on with safety. Now I'm going to get out of the PowerPoint here, going back to our page. All right. The second part of this is tools. Oh, mine went to the next slide. Hopefully yours didn't. And on here you have what am I and what do I look like? So I have 3 different scenarios. You have a little tool word bank at the bottom, and yours should just be on 1 page. But you need to say, I am used to measure volumes of liquids. I come in a variety of sizes and have fine volume markings. So you're going to find the appropriate tool, put it in here, and then draw a picture. I can be used to measure the mass of a substance. Find the appropriate tool, write it up there. I use 2 lenses and a light source to make objects appear larger. Again, put it in here and then draw your picture. And when you're done, let me see it, and you'll be done with this station. Good job. I think it's a good review.